Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am back from my little mini vacay. Good morning, Montana. I went to see, where'd I go? I stopped in Atlanta to see Beyonce. And then we went on down to Fort Lauderdale to put my toes in some sand. Good morning, numbers. Good morning, other people's drama. Um, Went to Atlanta to see Beyonce. And I must tell you, I'm a different person. I'm different. I'm breathing different. My body's different. No, I'm just kidding. That show. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Here comes drama. Good morning, Ellie. Numbers, Jen. I am on YouTube today, so your job is cut out for you today. But let me know how you people like it. Okay, here comes drama. Just chill out. Just listen. We got you. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if you can't tell the difference. Let me know how I sound. I'm just trying something different. Now on StreamYard today on YouTube. Tell me how you like it. Tell me how you like it. I have been born anew. I went to night 2. We're not even gonna talk about how I didn't get Jay-Z, but you know why I didn't pay for Jay-Z? I paid for Beyonce and I was satisfied. Let me tell you something. We're going to have the conversation eventually now. Eventually, we have to have the conversation about how Beyonce is the greatest performer of our time. I know there are people who are fighting against the grain. There are people who don't want to say it. Y'all don't want to give it to her for whatever reason. Y'all think she's overrated. Y'all don't like the music. She's not doing that much R&B anymore. But if you don't want to tell me that Beyonce is the greatest performer of our generation, you're going to have to tell me who is. You're going to have to tell me who is. And if you say Taylor Swift, I might block you. No, I'm just kidding. But let me tell you something. Beyonce got on that stage and she sang and she danced and she flew around on different contraptions for 3 hours straight, to the point that she was still singing and dancing. People in the crowd were tired. Who is doing that? Who is doing that? Tell me. Michael Jackson, I put him in a different generation. Because I put Michael Jackson in a different generation, even though I'm 37, because at his peak, I was not born or old enough to see that. I am 37 and Beyonce has been a force in my life since at least middle school. And she is still, I'm sorry, Kelly, not of all time. I mean, that's up for debate. I meant our generation of this time right now. I wasn't alive to see Michael, so I can't have that debate. I know I saw the videos of people falling out and passing out. So you know, I can't. I won't fight if you say Michael Jackson. I won't fight you. But I'm talking about right now. You're gonna have to tell me who's better, and I'll wait. She did 3 hours non-stop performing. First of all, the visuals, honey. I want the visuals on a separate DVD. They were so good. And the fact that you put this much time into visuals as part of your tour, small little movie clips in between singing, The clothes, the fashions, honey, the fashions. Oh my God, the fashions. And then the music. She did 3 hours. 3 hours. And she could have done 2 more. We don't really have to go there. But I'm telling you, if you did not experience Cowboy Carter, who I think is better than Renaissance, and I loved Renaissance concert, but I think Cowboy Carter tour was better than Renaissance. Maybe because it was so small and compact and she didn't do a full worldwide tour. She could do more. Amazing. Amazing. If you did not get to experience that, I feel bad. I feel bad for you because you missed a time. You missed a time. It was a time. So I stopped over in Atlanta, saw that, and then we went over to Fort Lauderdale, went to the beach. I need to put my toes in some sand because I needed a beach. I needed an actual beach. You know, we got the lakes here that some people think are beaches, but they ain't the same. It's just not the same. It's something about beach sand. Something about beach sand. That's just different. Let's talk about all the things. First of all, can we talk about how Karen Reed was acquitted of her crimes a month ago now, and we are still getting Karen Reed news? I've never seen anything like this. Melissa, are you trying to depress me with this information? Or did you just want to share? Did you just want to depress me with that information, or did you just want to share? Okay. You know, I need to know that you were God's favorite. You could have just kept that information to yourself. I'm just kidding. How? Yes, good morning, Scorpio. Hi, Sharon. How are we still getting information about Karen Reed and the people involved and all the players? How is this happening? I've never seen anything like this. I said it all the time. Say it all the time. I've never seen anything like this. And I keep wanting to know, was it worth it? Also, I want to know, who are these people? Listen, I know that we all know that the McCabe's and the Alberts were very powerful people in this small, itty-bitty podunk town of Canton. But now I really want to know. I want a deep dive. I want the lore of the McCabe's and the Alberts, because who go through these lenses for these people? I don't get it. I mean, even if they were the mob of the town, eventually, when national eyes get on the case, they be like, hey, y'all got to take this fall. This might be the fall of a dynasty. We got national eyes here. Did we not see what happened to Murdaugh? I'm sure they ran around that town doing what they want to do as long as it stayed in the town. As soon as they had national eyes, they said, hey, it might be your time to fall. For some reason, people are still riding the train. And I think it's because they're in too deep. And I want to know, was it worth it? Somebody give them a deal. Feds, come out and give one of them a deal, because I need to know the lore. I need the backstory. I need to know why these people are still riding this train. Let's talk about Dever, whatever the her name is. First of all, did y'all see Alan Jackson's letter? Yes, honey. I feel like I said after she was on the stand that she's never going to be able to testify anywhere. She's never going to be able to testify anywhere. And I feel like I watched another lawyer say, and I don't know if they were referencing me, but it felt like they were because they kind of used some of the same words I was using. They said, no, that's not how that works. They won't just be able to bring this up whenever they want to. And I was like, whatever. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. But, I don't do trial work. So it's like, maybe they know more than me. I feel vindicated in Alan Jackson's letter because what he's saying is, no, every time she appears on the witness list, the defense attorneys need to know this lady has problems with her memory. So either she has memory problems where I think we were so enthralled. We were so enthralled in the case at the time, and there was so much going on every single day. But did we ever really stop and digest what she was actually saying and how ridiculous it was? I'm sure some people did. I think looking back on it and listening to it again made me go, this is even crazier than I thought it was at the time. She didn't say, I got the date wrong. She didn't say, I thought it was Higgins, but it was actually somebody else. She didn't say that wasn't the right time. She didn't say, I saw them walk. I thought they walked in there, but maybe they walked past there. She's saying that she literally manufactured Higgins and Berkowitz in the Sally Port for a wildly long time, and that never happened. That is actually insane. That is actually insane. Actually insane. If you can literally just be sitting there and then make up a vision with details that you are comfortable relaying as truth. Number one, you should not be a police officer. But if they're going to let you be a police officer, I should know about that. I should know about that. Because every time you appear on a witness list, the first defense questions, Mrs. Dever, do you have a condition where you manufacture memories out of thin air? What is she going to say to that? What is she going to say? She can't say no. She can't say no. And then the next question is, can you tell me the parameters by which you do that? Can you tell me what happens? Why you manufacture memories? Is it just to cover up for other cops? Or is it just randomly if you're bored? Were you sleepy that day? When is it that you manufacture memories? Because you're saying one thing and my client's saying another. And you're the one with the manufactured memory. So we're going to go with you're the wrong one. Like, how do you move on from that? So Alan Jackson's letter was absolutely true. Either she's a liar, which we all believe, or either she's a liar, which we all believe, or she manufactures memory. Either way, she should not have a job. Either way, she should not have a job. And then we have the commissioner basically saying, Harpo, who this woman? The commissioner said, Harpo, who this woman? I know what she's talking about. Never seen it before in my life. I mean, I see lots of rookies. I say lots of things. Who this woman? Although I will say, he's a liar. That I believe she was telling the truth about. He's a liar. And he did well to not say, no, I didn't speak to her conclusively. he did well to not say, no, I didn't say that conclusively. He's a liar. He's a liar. He absolutely met with her, and he absolutely said those things. That part I believe. That part I believe. Why would he lie though? Why would he lie? He said maybe she made up what I said to her. I think he is bold-faced lying. I think he was bold-faced lying, which is why his answers were so not clear, not set in stone. It was one of those answers where if you come back and question him, he come go, I didn't say that. I didn't say I never met with her. I said I met with all rookies. I said we try to guide all rookies. I didn't say I had never heard of her. I didn't even say her name. I just said that part. I said that I didn't say those words together. I was talking about Karen Reed. I don't think I like it. The way he answered those questions were so non-conclusory, made me feel like he's the liar in that situation. They absolutely went to the she absolutely was called to the commissioner's office, and he absolutely said, do the right thing. Then he said, I don't know what was going on. I was in Michigan. You sure were. But when you got there, they told you, look, we got this problem. And if you want to be commissioner here, keep it tight. Keep it tight. Keep it right. And we got this dummy who went to talk to the feds. And now we got to do something about that. I almost want to feel sorry for her sometimes. Almost. Want to feel sorry for her sometimes. And then I don't. Because if you want to be a police officer, your burden is higher. It just is. Nobody made you be a police officer. That's the job you took. That's the job you wanted. And your burden is higher. Whether it's bad cops or bad people, your burden is higher. And I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry that they threatened you and that you joined a boys club and the blue line was looking at you hard, pushing you to do one thing or another. I don't feel sorry for you. And now where are you? On leave of absence somewhere, and you're probably never going to come back. You're never going to come back. And if you do, you're going to be sitting at that front desk in the police station when you walk up. Maybe sitting there doing nothing. This is a job you're going to sign up for before they slowly whittle you down and then you just retire early or quit. And was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because here's the thing, guys. Before they knew that Karen Reed was going to go to trial, I could see them holding the line. I could see them holding the line. Look, she's going to take a deal. It's going to go away. She's going to go away. Everything's going to be good. Everybody just hold the line. Then they saw that she wasn't going to take a deal. But at that point, she only had Yannetti. And I think at that point, if we're being honest, I think Yannetti even thought, I don't know what I can do. But then they got Jackson. And when they saw that they had Jackson on this case, it feels like everybody would have been, okay, all right, we ain't going to blatantly tell on you. But I mean, if they get in here and find what they find, it's on you. The fact that everybody still stood up in their boots on the side of the McCabe's and Alberts, I need to know the lore of this family. Okay? I need the backstory. I need the backstory. Because I don't think I ever could do it. If I'm Sarah Levinson, I'd be like, look, hey, I wasn't gonna say, listen, they ain't talked to me for a while. I didn't go talk to them. I wasn't gonna say nothing. But now that they here in my door, gotta do what I gotta do. The fact that everybody still held this line is crazy to me. I need the lore. And now we have one of the grand jurors being charged with releasing information from the federal grand jury. Now, I read it. I read the story in the paper. And they said the dates were from like 2022 to August 2024. If they were still having grand jury proceedings in August of 24, how was Hank Brennan saying that the federal investigation is closed not a full year later? Where did he get that information? Is that just another one of Hank Brennan's lies? Hank Brennan just talking out his ass, just saying shit? Because I don't know. Feel like that investigation will still be open. But that's just me. That's just me. Hank Brennan just be talking. We know that. We're aware of that. But I got questions. I have questions. And what I didn't see is who she released the information to. Who was she talking to? Was it just the press? Was it just... Who's she talking to? Who you was telling? Was you just telling like your friends and like your family? I want to know who she was talking to, because how did they find out? How did they find out it was her? A friend. That ain't your friend, girl. They told him. Third boy said a friend. That ain't your friend, girl. They told on you. I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody in the grand jury tells their friend. Everybody. I'll die on that hill. They tell their husband or they tell their friend. I'll die on that hill. That ain't your friend. That ain't your friend. Your friend told on you and now you're a felon. That ain't your friend. That ain't your friend. I think hers was 2023. I thought the document said that the grand jury that she was a part of lasted until August 2024, which is why I'm skeptical of why Brennan would get up there all boisterous in this mousy little tone and say that the federal investigation was over. I am going to cover Turtle Boy cases because I'm very interested in why this is still a case. I'm very interested in how they have been able to not produce discovery after this amount of time. And I did listen to Mark Betterow on with Auntie Deb. I love Mark Betterow. I think he's very intelligent. I could listen to him talk forever. But I'm still very interested I'm just interested in that case because this feels like another one of those vindictive prosecutions that they are in too deep. Thank you, Krista. And as a tax-paying citizen, I feel like I would just go up into a city council meeting and just go, Michael Morrissey, go to bed. Go to bed. Because let it go, man. These people are not scared of Turtle Boy. You have lost. You have lost. You only charged him to bolster your case against Karen Reed, and Karen Reed has been acquitted. You have lost. Take your licking and get to kicking down the road. Why are we still here? And doesn't he have special prosecutors on his case as well? We already know that you spent over $500,000 to Hank Brennan. How much are you going to spend to prosecute Turtle Boy? Move on. Move on. I'm sure there are bigger fish to fry. Specifically, Brian Walsh. How about you go figure out all the crap your investigators and police force was doing in that case while this man might get away with murder? Schmurder. Sorry, YouTube. Like, what is happening? Y'all have money. I'm telling you right now, if that county runs a deficit in the next 10 years, as a taxpayer, I would be pissed. Because no, we should have all the funds. I shouldn't see a pothole or a missing swing set. You hear me? Period. Every stop sign should be good and bright. Listen, Kim. Listen, Kim. Nobody asked you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a little salty because I went to night 2. I didn't get home. So nobody asked you. Okay? A little salty. But anyway, wasn't it amazing? Oh, thank you, Krista. Yeah, like I want to cover Turtle Boy specifically for that reason. Because thank you. Yeah, I'm hating. Kim. I'm so confused. I don't understand these prosecutors who won't just bow out when it's time to bow out. And as a community, you should look at prosecutors like that, because you have to realize that it's not about justice. It's not about justice when prosecutors won't say, you know what? This is not work. This is not justice. This is vindictive. Let's move on. You got to worry. You don't want prosecutors like that. That's not the prosecutor's job. A prosecutor who is worried about winning instead of justice is not a good prosecutor, and you should not want that. A prosecutor who is willing to spend this much money on Turtle Boy. I'm not saying Turtle Boy is not an amazing individual. I've never spoken to him. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to come on. I'm not saying he's not an amazing individual worth, you know, who's to say what a person is worth? I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying it can't be worth what you're spending. It can't be worth the headache. it can't be worth I still being on Norfolk County. If for nothing else, I would dismiss this case because I would say I want these people and this press and this energy out of my town. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. I don't want to shut it down. Shut it down. I don't want to see it anymore. Shut it down. Shut it down. Are they really going to go to trial on this? Are they really going to go to trial on this? Do we really need to see any more Alberts on the stand? Does anybody, who's your jury? Who's your jury? Who's your jury? Who believes anybody? Anybody from the Alberts or the McCabe clan? Let it go. You're not, and I know that Turtle Boy is not taking the deal from you people. No, I'm not admitting to witness intimidation, and I didn't intimidate anybody. If they give him time served, didn't he already do 90 days? If they give him time served, no probation, he may say, let's just make it go away. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Because that would be them putting their tail between their legs and walking the other way. And they, for some reason, cannot do it. They won't do it. It's not worth all the taxpayer money, but they want to drain Turtle Boy financially. That's probably true, but will they? Will they? Aren't all the Karen Reed people just moved over to Turtle Boy? If he puts up a defense fund, will they drain him financially? Will they drain him financially? Won't the lawyers on that case just start working for free? Because at that point, this isn't about money, it's about justice. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Move on. Move on. And there's 2 counts left, right? And I don't even know who the 2 counts is. I'll have to rewatch, but like, get a life so everybody can get back to theirs. The fact that they still did not have all the discovery and the judge gave them 2 more weeks is astounding to me. I don't know what it is about these judges out in Norfolk County, but I tell you what, the judges up here in Macomb and Oakland will cuss your ass out. Excuse me? What are we waiting on? No, you don't get 2 more weeks. You get 2 more hours. Thank you, Krista. You absolutely should. He would love every minute with you. I think it would be amazing. I may reach out to Turtle Boy because I have questions. I still have questions. Because first of all, I want to know who is he still being, because I know some of them were dropped. I want to know who is he still being charged with. And what are they still waiting on? They're still waiting on some text messages from somebody, right? 5,000 pages and 4,000 were blank. Were they going to say computer error just to give themselves more time? I've never seen judges who are this lenient with discovery obligations. Chris and Colin. Do your research first. Don't want to be like the interview with AV. Oh, Quizzical girl, what happened with AV? Don't do AV. We love AV. But what happened? I didn't know. Did I miss that? I need to go back and watch that. I don't think I saw AV. So AV interviewed Turtle Boy. I need to. My interview will be just like AV's because I ain't doing no research, to be honest. I'm be honest. I may do a little. Oh, it's been removed because I'm like I didn't see that. Okay, all right. But I mean, what? Julie, Chris, Colin McCabe's, and the D&E window. Oh, I need to. I haven't spoken to AV recently. I need to reach out to AV. And see what that was about. But I mean, what could be? I guess she knows better. She took it down. She didn't like it. She's removed her profile from X. I don't know what she was doing over there. I told AV a long time ago, get out them Twitter streets because those people are vicious and crazy. Those people are vicious and crazy. And also, was it that she wasn't prepared, or was it that she didn't ask the questions that these people want to know, even though they already know the answers to? You know what? That's very annoying. When I watch people interview people involved with these cases, and I'm reading the comments, and it's like, why didn't she ask, or why did he say? If you already know that, why do you want me to ask that question? I'm prepared for the interview. I want to know. If she didn't do any research, that's why she had the person who knows right there. That is the research. What are we doing? I'm confused. I love AV, so now I want to fight everybody on Twitter for making her take her. Like I don't have to do research because I'm talking to you. The person who's going to die. This is my research. Start over. Start from the beginning, if you will. She didn't know he already had a trial for Paul O'Keefe bringing that girl to court. I don't even know what you're talking about. So maybe I won't have him on because I have no idea what that means. She thought he was on trial right now. Okay, I know that. I know he's not on trial, but I have no idea about Paul O'Keefe bringing some girl to court. So y'all be real mad at me. Y'all would be furious. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. So maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Because if Turtle Boy wants me to be all enthralled in his backstory, that probably will be annoying to him because I'm not. And I almost don't. I don't want to say I don't care, but I want to know now forward. I don't. I want to know what's going on right now. I want to know what he's charged with right now. And I'm sure I could go watch some of Mark Bettero's interviews because I love him and I could listen to him talk forever. But I want to know what he's charged with right now. I want to know why he's allowing them to not give him because wasn't that what the Betterow letters were about, that they weren't giving him discovery? And wasn't that over a year ago? Why are y'all still in court asking for discovery? At that point, I would be asking for contempt. That would I be asking for some sanctions. See, I don't know any of that because I haven't really been, you know why? Because I get mixed reviews on Turtle Boy. Ever since I ever started talking about Karen Reed, I've gotten mixed reviews on Turtle Boy. So I try to keep my knowledge of him very surface level. Because some people really don't like him and do not want me to speak to him and think he's a terrible person. And other people feel like, you know, he has his ways about him, but he really is the reason for this trial and getting the eyes that it has. And both things could be true. He might not like that I said going to those people's lawn was a little crazy. Y'all didn't like when I said it. Y'all didn't like when I said he did what now? Y'all didn't like that. So, who knows? Maybe I do need to do a little bit more research. But y'all fall off of AV. AV is amazing. AV is amazing, and she ain't gotta do no research. You tell me if I don't know. Tell me the truth. Okay, so some people saying he didn't go on anybody's property. That's why. See, y'all will be real mad at me in that interview because I want to know exactly what you did. Although I think it's basically nothing. I think this case is all vindictive. I think it's basically nothing. He was in the road. Listen, guys. I think we think that these people are at worst murderers, at minimum conspirators. So we're okay with whatever happens to them, right? Like we see it in a different way. And I'm not saying that Turtle Boy deserves this prosecution because I don't think he does at all. I think this is all vindictive. I think it was done in order to bolster the case against Kieran Reed, which is why I'm saying now that the case against Kieran Reed is over, let it go. You didn't do what you prosecuted him to do. That was the point. If you ask me, that was the whole point. Whole point of prosecuting Turtle Boy was to make it seem like, look, Kieran Reed has these people out trying to get these people to stop testifying against her. But now that she has been acquitted, let it go. Let it go. I say all that to say, walking up with a crowd of people in front of somebody's house, whether you're in the road or not, didn't need to happen. It didn't need to happen. And if it happened to you, you would feel away. Didn't need to happen. That part didn't need to happen. I don't think the window stuff is even worth talking about. It's even worth talking about. It's not even worth talking about. Protesting is legal, lurking feds, but I think even if Turtle Boy's honest, he would say that wasn't necessary. I'd protest in front of the courthouse. I'm not saying it was wrong or right. I'm just saying bit much. Bit much. Either way, still shouldn't be prosecuted. Still shouldn't have to go into court and actually defend himself against witness intimidation. Because if anything, those witnesses are doing the intimidating. They're the intimidating ones, if you ask me. And Turtle Boy was on the witness list, so I turn it right back around on them. But again, who does he have at his disposal? They won't prosecute anybody they did anything, Turtle Boy. They're the intimidating ones. If we want to be honest, if I see a McCabe or an Albert on the street, I'm way more afraid than if I see Turtle Boy. Tell you that much. Tell you that much right now. Drop back off of AV. I'm sure she did the best she could with the information she had. And it's a lot. It's a lot of information. And who has time to learn it all besides Turtle Boy? I ain't gonna do it. and recording sound illegally at the pizza shop. Who did that? Can you record sound illegally at the pizza shop? In a public place? Where was the can? Huh? How do you record illegally in a public place? I don't know. See what I'm saying? It's too much. So maybe I won't. Maybe I need to oh, you mean the security cameras had sound? Oh, I thought you said Turtle Boy did that. See, it's too much. It's too much. Too much. Who knows all of this? Who knows all of this? Give my girl AV some love. Give my girl AV some love. I can't believe they made her deactivate her Twitter, although I'm not mad at it. I've been told AV to get off of Twitter. And I'm not calling it X. It's Twitter. It's Twitter. And I wouldn't step my big toe over there. Because those people insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. But yeah, I will be following the Turtle Boy case because I'm very interested. I'm very interested if they'll ever just decide, you know what, this is enough. It's enough now. It's enough now. I wonder, is there a dollar amount that they'll get to? Because they spent over $500,000 on Karen Reed. If they spend that much on Turtle Boy, this will be $1 million. $1 million. And we already talked about how people really can't conceptualize how much money that actually is. We already talked about how people can't really conceptualize how much money $1 million actually is. They would have spent $1 million for two families. I need the lore. Okay. I need the Game of Thrones type lore. I need to know who these people are. Because why do they need special prosecutors? What is wrong with the prosecutors in this office? What is wrong with the prosecutors in this office? Why they can't ever prosecute cases? $105 years for talking to a window and standing in the street. Although I have my thoughts about standing in the street, is ridiculous. 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 And they won't go to, I don't think they'll go to trial. Because what is Colin Albert going to get on that stand and say? What is he going to say that'll make you believe he was actually intimidated by Turtle Boy? What can he say to make you believe he was actually intimidated by Turtle Boy? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. I wouldn't believe that boy if Jesus stood behind him and held up a poster board with an arrow, said, he's telling the truth. I still wouldn't believe that boy. Nothing that comes out of his mouth. And don't get me started on that goddamn roly-poly-oly named Julie Nagel. What could these people say to make you actually feel like they were intimidated by him? Nothing. So I just, anywho, yes, I'm following. Yes, I want to know. Let me do a little more research before I ask her to weigh on my show, because y'all is brutal. Although I'm not on Twitter, so I guess I wouldn't give a damn what people got to say. I'm sure they talk about me crazy over there. And if you don't hear it, you don't know, you don't care. So she needed to be off of Twitter anyway. It's not a good look over there. We're not going to send love to AV because I don't like that at all. AV is great. She's amazing. She welcomed me into this YouTube world with open arms. And I don't like the people who were being mean to her. I don't like people who were being mean to her. The comments of the live interview were bad. Y'all gotta stop. Some people have to stop. Like, just relax. What I think about Brian Kohberger pleading guilty, a lot of things. There were people who really thought he didn't do it. There are people who still think he didn't do it. My thoughts on the only thing that bothers me about the Kohberger pleading guilty, if he did it, great, take responsibility for your action. Is they gave him life. If he was facing the death penalty and then they gave him life, the only thing that is crackling, my sound is crackling numbers, let me know. It's probably because I just moved my mic. The only problem I have with Kohberger's plea is is it good? How's it sounding? I can't tell if y'all saying yes till it's crackling or yes, it's better now. How am I sounding? I just scooted around and moved my mic. So y'all tell me what it sounds like now. Still crackling? Let me get my other one. Hold on. How about now? How are we? Better? Better? Quizzical Girl says it's better. Kelly says no. No. Yes, crackling. No, it's not better. Still crackling. Okay, hold on. How about now? What are we sounding like? Not better. Good. Better. Good, better, best, perfect. There we go. Okay. Is my phone too close to the microphone? I don't know. Not cracking, but echoing. Am I echoing now? Still? I don't know what happened all of a sudden. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me go get my, hold on. When I got my other mic. How are we? Good? Mo better? Still crackling? Let me know. Let me know. Same, I don't know what's wrong. Not good. Cracking, go back to mic. All of y'all got different different audio problems. I don't know if it's me or y'all at this point. Mic was best. Okay. Let's go back to the mic. What happened when you leaned back? I don't know. I moved my mic around because it was I don't know, S. John. What's going on? How are we? Let me try to change some things around. No electronics are close. Let me edit the video. Hold on. I want to sound good for you though. I don't want to be crackling. And I don't know what happened. I was good. I was good. Is my phone too close to the mic? I don't think so. It's been in the same spot. Let me see. It's going to be echoing for a while so I can hear. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Might have to come back tomorrow after I figure out what's going on. Move your mic back to where it was. I did. I don't know what happened. I know. Okay. How are we? Are we back? Are we crackly? Let's see. Sounds like I'm better. Sounds like I'm better. Got it back. And okay. I don't know what that was about, but we fixed it. A little intermission. Streaming is dynamic, as they say. What was I talking about? I was talking about Kohberger, and what I was saying was I'm not a fan of the death penalty. Can you say death penalty on YouTube? I don't know. I'm not a fan of the death penalty. Never have been. So when they put it on the table and then take it off, it makes me feel like it's a scare tactic. And I don't like that. Because either what he did is worthy of being put to death or it's not. I feel like they put that thing on the table sometimes to make people plead. Because depending on the evidence you have against a person, whether they did it or not, if you have the death penalty on the table, they say, I'd rather not die. I'd rather not die. So I'll take the life. But if you feel like what I did was worthy of death, well, all of a sudden, isn't it? I don't know. That plea was really weird. Because if they felt like they had enough of a case to convict him of the murder of 4 people and put him to death, why not do that? Why is there ever a deal on the table? And the fact that I heard that the families didn't even know about it, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. If that was my family member, my daughter, my son, my sister, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. This is not who we offer deals to. It seems like you didn't want to do your job. That's what it would feel like. I'm sure there's more to it than that. But I'd be pissed. They weren't, maybe some of them were, but the press release I got was that they found out with us that he had accepted a deal, that a deal would leave it on the table. And at least make him atone. Shame. Shame. Stand up there and tell me why you did what you did, because I need to know. I feel like that would not be enough closure for me. I would need to know why. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? I am past believing that he did not do it, because he stood up and said he did. So I'm going to go with what he said. But why? Sorry, guys. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get off of here anyway because I'm having so many streaming problems. I need to figure it out. Maybe we'll go back to, I told you I was using YouTube today to see how I feel about it. I think I like StreamYard better. Jen, numbers, how did you guys like it? Did you feel like you were blocking a lot of people today? How did you feel as moderators? Was it a lot of work today? How did you feel? Let me know. Also, Jen, send me, you haven't blocked anyone. Good. Jen, email me on the website your mailing address, because I want to give you something, a little thank you for being one of my moderators. How we did it in 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know. He said he did it. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to get off. I'm going to go to work because I'm already 20 minutes late. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves and each other. We will chat soon. I always have a good time with you guys. And I'm going to go check on AV because I don't like y'all tone. I don't like that y'all ran AV off Twitter. I don't like it. Y'all have a good day. Bye.